Top 10. Gyeongbokgung. Gyeongbokgung Palace was the first and largest of the royal places built during the Joseon Dynasty. Did you know that the Korean government has invested much time and effort into rebuilding, restoring, and maintaining the palace for their future generations? Top 9. Cheonggyecheon. Cheonggyecheon Streams provides visitors with an eye-bird view. As you can see at the plaza, there are graceful fountains that add to the ambience of the area. And this area commemorates the stream restoration project and also symbolizes gathering, harmony, peace, and unity, which is part of the Korean culture. Top 8. Gangnam. In Korea, Gangnam, which means south of the river, it is considered as one of the richest districts in South Korea and home of many popular department stores, underground shopping centers, and malls. The Samsung town was also built here in around 2005. Top 7. Bungunsa. In Bungunsa, you can see here their traditional Korean Buddhist temple situated in the middle of a bustling metropolis. So, it is impossible for you to not to be moved by the beauty of this enchanting temple. Top 6. Dongdaemun. Dongdaemun Design Plaza is a top attraction that is constantly crowded with international visitors. So, as a tourist, there is so much to be seen here. Top 5. Bokchun Hanok Village. Do you want to experience a long walk? If yes, Bokchun Hanok Village is what you are looking for, where you can allow to visit a Korean traditional house in 15 to 20 minutes. Top 4. Let us now move to the Hangang Railway Bridge, which crosses to the Han River in Seoul, South Korea, and connects between two popular stations in Korea. Top 3. Are you a fan of modernized place? Well, Toksun Resort is the perfect place for you to visit, where you can see their towering buildings and prosy roads. You can also find here the Roti World Tower with a height of 556 cm, was built on 2016. Top 2. I know that you're looking for amusement park just to experience your childhood. Well, Roti World is the best recommended recreation complex in Seoul, which consists of indoor and outdoor park called Magicland. Indeed, a perfect spot for entertainment and sightseeing for international tourists alike. And for our last destination is the Namsan Seoul Tower. It is known as a national landmark of Seoul, and as a tourist like you, this place makes you love more about South Korea.
This transformation from third world poverty to a booming export-oriented economy, coupled with extreme wealth, massive population growth, and expanded global cultural power, means that Seoul isn't just a phenomenon in its own right. It's also a model for cities in China, India, and Brazil, trying to cope with many of the same problems that Seoul faced. becoming the world's fourth largest metropolitan economy in 2014, Seoul's rapid economic growth seemingly came from nowhere. Now let us all discover the 5 reasons why Seoul is a key business destination you should consider visiting and investing in. First, trailblazing technology. It is a home to Samsung Town, which serves as the headquarters for Samsung and one of the most profitable technology companies on the planet. Seoul is naturally a world leader in terms of technology permitting its infrastructure. One area in which the city excels within this field is the internet connectivity. Second, expanding opportunities. With the huge growth of business in Seoul, many city districts are benefiting from one corporate investment which was once reserved for its primary business areas. The Gangnam City district is one such example, flourishing with affluent residents and high-end businesses. As Seoul's economy continues to expand, so too does well the potential for international companies to invest in its many industries. Third, an incredible airport. Many consider Incheon International Airport reason enough to visit Seoul, with an expansive facility offering a plethora of attractions and amenities, as well as a world-class service providing global connections. Fifth, second to none service. Having been ranked 6th in the world for cost of high living, Seoul is one of the wealthiest cities in Asia with high quality of life for its residents. Although this means that property prices and day-to-day costs in the city are high, benefits are extended to the clients and customers in the form of excellent service and an incredibly generous gifting culture. Today, Seoul is considered a leading and rising global city, resulting from an economic boom called the Miracle on the Han River, which transformed it to the world's 4th largest metropolitan economy with a GDP of $845.9 billion in 2014 after Tokyo, New York, and Los Angeles.
These places in some way become a part of you, and when you share what the world it becomes, it's just a little bit bigger. We are creators, teachers, students, learners, and most importantly, we are drivers of our own adventure. This city is a mix of past and old, a mesmerizing combination of nature and technology, and we've been all a part of it. There's something about this city that stands up among the rest, and that's us, because we created it. There's nothing like this place because it's one of a kind, a city of its own, a vibrant, dynamic place because it's always changing and it needs a voice, and that voice comes from us. I surely is much more a misunderstood slogan. We are free to interpret this city. This city needs us as much as we needed to live. It's so much history in here that no nation can ever wipe away.
No doubt, Seoul, South Korea is a vibrant and exciting city. However, I would like to bring up the dark side or the challenges that Seoul is still facing to be a global city. To begin with, let's have air pollution. For Seoul, with its increasing population, urbanization, industrialization, and its decrease in green spaces, the concentration of air pollutants has increased. In fact, air pollution in South Korea has become an increasing threat to people and the environment. The air pollution comes from many sources, both domestic and international. According to National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, Seoul is amongst one of the world's cities with the worst air pollution. From 2009 and 2013, the city's mean were higher than in many of the largest metropolitan cities in the world. It is also estimated that air quality accounted for about 16% of deaths in the Seoul metropolitan area in 2010. This has resulted in health and environmental problems. Due to this, Koreans buy masks and air purifiers to breathe cleaner air and are working to reduce the country's emissions. Aside from air pollution, Seoul, South Korea also facing water pollution. A new Portland State University study shows that even though water quality has improved in South Korea's Han River Basin since the 1990s, there is still higher than acceptable levels of pollutants in some of the more urbanized regions in and around the capital Seoul. Water pollution is continuously happening because of domestic sewage, industrial emissions, drift net fishing, wasteful packaging of consumer goods, population growth, and urban concentration. But, among them, domestic sewage occupies the largest proportion as a main source of pollution.
The reason for such an accelerating phase of population growth can be attributable to the following four factors. Although Korean cities have become bigger, they did not provide better living conditions for all residents. Especially in the metropolitan areas such as Seoul, exacerbated living conditions can be prevalent in low-income groups. To some, rapid economic growth and fast urbanization do not assure high standard living conditions for all residents of the city. Second, self-governing or local autonomy in terms of politics and administration has not been achieved. Third, there are some social discriminations against and between different regions in the country. Fourth, there is a worldwide tendency of the general public in migrating into a certain region of a country. This, combined with other reasons, have given rise to serious problem of overpopulation in the metropolitan areas. In this connection, it is fortunate that some improvement measures for addressing the current difficulties in urban areas have been constantly studied and explored under the second 10-year land development plan.
Seoul, South Korea might not be the #1 travel destination for many around the world. There are plentiful reasons why you should visit the country of the morning calm on your next vacation. Number 1. Adventure is calling. Add some real adventure to your trip by heading to Bokhansan National Park, which is just a 4-minute subway ride away from the central Seoul. Here, you'll find hiking trails for all levels, including Bokhansan Songpan, which takes walkers to summit of South Korea's tallest mountain, Baegundae. You'll also find several idyllic green spaces dotted across the city, including the Seoul Forest, which produces picture-perfect cherry blossoms in the spring. You should visit the Han River too. Han River is a place locals love to visit, especially when the weather is perfect. You can have a picnic, ride bicycles here, or just take a stroll along the walking coast. Number 2, their exciting foods. Koreans are very proud of their unique cuisine. This is another result of the country's natural isolation and climate leading to particular food preparation methods. Over the centuries, Koreans have created a fascinating and rich food culture made up of meat dishes, soups, noodle dishes, seafood, and many vegetable side dishes. Koreans simply don't do boring dishes, and in Seoul, you'll have the access to the best bulgogi, bibimbap, and galbi around.
Number 3. Just so you know, Seoul has a work hard, play hard mantra that can challenge any city on the planet. When the locals clock out of the 9 to 6, they head to the likes of Gangnam, Hongdae, and Itaewon to enjoy a bottle of soju or for a South Korean drink made of rice. Trip to Seoul is not complete without visiting a noraebang, meaning song room or karaoke room. These ever-popular karaoke establishments have been mainstay of Korean culture for several decades and are found throughout the city of Seoul. Simply look for the neon microphone in the window when you're ready to unleash your inner rock star or pop diva. Number 4. Go beyond the capital. Seoul is the ideal base of exploring all South Korea has to offer. It takes just an hour by plane to reach the city of Busan, the Miami of South Korea, and Jeju Island, which is famed for its sun-kissed beaches and volcanic landscapes. You'll also benefit from excellent transport links to the famous Hwasong Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Seoul, Pocheon Art Valley, an idyllic park complex, and Hwangsosa Mountain Temple, an ancient Buddhist temple in the Namhansamsong Fortress. And lastly, my most favorite part, their K-pop culture. South Korea is world famous for its exciting music culture. K-pop is not only a music genre, it's part of Korean culture that captures people all over Asia and the world. Walking down main pedestrian streets in South Korea, you will hear the latest hits of the industry. K-pop fans visit South Korea in waves and visit their favorite groups or singers' music label, get a K-pop makeover, or visit K-pop theme cafes. In Seoul, near Gangnam, there are many idol lodgings in Cheongdam-dong, Yongdong Bridge, Konkuk University entrance, and Hapjeong or Hongdae. So there are a lot of chances that you'll able to meet K-pop idols such as EXO, aespa, NCT, and many other K-pop groups and soloists since the SM Town SUM Cafe is only at Samsung-ro Gangnam-gu, Seoul, South Korea.